Our story is about rabbits and bunnies and hares or stuff like that.
How they were made or what?
It's basically them like having a race, pretty much like the
It is
Germans were.
a story of a race.
It's
And
like
this, go back down. And this story shall teach you many lessons that you might not know at first, but we will tell you at the end.
Okay,
So enjoy the rabbits and the hares.
I will.
There was a bunny god, spirit, creature, being, as you all see, coming from the sky. She wanted to tell the children and bunnies of the world the story about a race. So she planted a seed that grew into a tree.
Where do you get
A
this
tree for all the little bunnies to gather and listen about the story of a race. A race about the bunny and the hare. They're gonna sunbathe right now, okay? So yeah, little fun right there.
That's pretty impressive.
Okay, bunnies have gathered. This is a story about the bunny and the hare and the race. So listen carefully and enjoy.
Rabbit and Hare met near the stream one morning. It was a lovely, clear day, and they both basked in the warm sunshine and swapped some stories. Rabbit started boasting that he was the fastest runner in the world.
Oh, I'm so fast.
Hare was not having any of that. No, sir.
Blah, blah, blah.
I bet I could beat you in a race.
Hare said to Rabbit. Rabbit laughed and laughed at the
Haha,
idea.
haha, you're so funny, man. You crawl so slowly, you hardly look like you are moving.
Rabbit
You'll never beat me.
Hare was mad now.
I will like so totally win this race. You meet me tomorrow morning right here.
Said he.
Oh. I will wear a white feather on my head so that you can see me in the tall grass. We will run far over the hills, and the first one to reach the stake at the top of the fort will be the winner.
Rabbit laughed again and said.
That will be me. I'll see you tomorrow for the race.
Then Rabbit hopped off, still chuckling to himself.
Ha 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 ha. There.
Hare was in a bind now. He knew he could not run faster than the rabbit, but he had an idea. He gathered all of his family and told them that their honor was at stake. When they heard about the race, the other hares agreed to help him.
Yeah, I'll help you. Yeah.
Hare gave each of his family members a white feather and placed them at various stages along the route of the race. The first was at the top of the first hill, the second in the valley, the third at the top of the second hill, and so on. Then Hare placed himself at the top of the fourth hill next to the winner's stake. The next morning, Rabbit came down to the stream and found Hare with his white feather waiting at the starting line.
Da, da, da. I'm by the stream, as you can see. Stream.
That's his leg.
Lake stream, whatever.
I'm crawling down the valley.
Oh my god, half of this.
Please.
Dude, Valley, he's crawling.
You guys are having too much fun.
Anyways, the hare with the white feather started crawling along behind him. As soon as Rabbit was out of sight, he disappeared into the bushes. As Rabbit reached the top of the first hill, he saw ahead of him Hare with his white feather crawling as fast as it could go down into the valley. Rabbit was amazed. He put on a burst of speed and passed the hare with the white feather. And as soon as Rabbit had his back turned, the second hare took off the white feather and crawled into the bushes, chuckling to himself.
Ha 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 ha.
When Rabbit reached the valley floor, there was Hare ahead of him again, crawling up the second hill with his white feather. Rabbit ran and ran, leaving Hare far behind him. But every time he reached a hilltop or a valley, there was Hare again with his white feather, crawling along as fast as he could go. Rabbit was gasping for breath when he reached the bottom of the third valley. He had passed Hare yet again at the top of the third hill, but here was that rascally Hare appearing on the racetrack ahead of him, crawling as fast as he could go up the slope of the fourth hill. Rabbit was determined